It's the year 2025. Sims 4 is a decade old and still chugging away. And I have my list of demands. I mean wishes, okay? Let me tell you what they are. What's up? I'm sure everyone who plays The Sims has a little list of their own that they've added to every time they realize that the game is lacking in something. Over the years, there might have been some things that have been crossed off that list, maybe even some things that were crossed off that you never really realized, yes, that's a must, until they added it to the game. Either way, I'm sure your list, like mine, is getting quite, well, extensive. So without further ado, let's get to the good. The first thing we've got to talk about is the build by mode enhancements. This means functional elevators that players can place, spiral stairs, diagonal stairs, and a railing that doesn't clip through fences or walls. It also means different lot types. I would love to see a hotel or a resort sort of thing. I think that this wouldn't be too crazy to add now that we have the rental units from For Rent. They could take that system and build on it and make it so that instead of people renting long term, they're more short-term rentals. Then add features that are exclusive to the hotels or resorts. If this came with a brand new world that was similar to the Island Living world, then it would work out really good. Then it would be pretty awesome. While we're on this topic of hotels and resorts, I would love to see the ability to own a vacation home. I feel like there are several workarounds for something like this currently, and yeah, that's great. Players are fantastic at finding ways to make things work. But wouldn't it be nice to be able to own a vacation home straight up like that, instead of having to have a rental or retail lot that's actually your vacation home, Vacation homes could come with their own little thing going on for them, maybe specific lot traits or challenges, who knows? Honestly, vacation homes and hotels together in one single pack would be great. Moreover, it would be awesome to be able to have multi-purpose lots. I want to have a row of townhouses where the bottom floor are actually several different stores and I rent out the homes above them, and maybe I might live in one of the units. I don't know. I want to have my makeshift photography studio in my fake garage count as a legit business without taking away the residential status from the lot. There are millions of unique ways players could utilize multi-purpose lots, and that's why we need them. Moving on to Occult and life states. There's two big ones here in this category. Can you guess what they are? If you've guessed fairies, then you're absolutely right. People are dying to have fairies in their game. As a supernatural lover myself, I feel like I should love this idea. However, fairies don't tickle my fancy. Personally, I'd rather see zombies be added. Nonetheless, fairies is a huge request that fans have been wanting for years, and I feel like it's only a matter of time that they're introduced. The other huge request, and this one I can fully stand behind, would be preteens. We need a life state between children and teenager. It's a real issue. You go from this small child to wham bam, it's a fully grown adult. There's no growth. And to make matters worse, teens have always looked like young adults in Sims 4. They do not look like teenagers. They literally have the same height and clothes as adults. It's a real shame. So it's bizarre when you age up your little tiny kid and suddenly they're looking like a 40-year-old in what Maxis has labeled as a teenager life state. Preteens could help ease your Sims from their childhood to their midlife crisis. This could come with maybe a brand new school. Maybe they go to a middle school. Not that that's a big thing everywhere. Like, I didn't go to a middle school, but it could be a cool thing to include for the first time ever. They could have awkward growing pains, potentially expanding on the phases from parenthood. That would be cool. There could be different after-school activities for them, possibly even a new lot type, a mall, because I picture a lot of preteens going to the mall. There are so many possibilities for this one. Now, going back to the occults, I would love to see a refresh on some of the pre-existing ones, like new interactions or traits. I feel like they could all do with some extra love and attention right now, but especially mermaids and aliens. Give us some different alien types, Give us refreshed abilities. You get it, right? You get it? You're feeling this vibe. You're picking up the vibe that I'm dropping down here. Let's fix the ones that are repetitive and annoying, like aliens erasing memories every 2 seconds. Give these two the love they deserve. On top of that, allow us to have hybrids. I think that being able to have a hybrid Occult Sims would add to that gameplay. Having unique abilities and unique skill trees would be incredible. Being able to inherit traits from 2 occults would be like super cool. I think that there's a lot of fun things that could be explored with that. Generational gameplay has slowly been improving over the years. With that being said, there's still large missing gaps, like the previously stated preteen life state. Other than adding something like a senior life state at the end of a Sim's life, they could simply give us gameplay that ties into generational gameplay. I've been dying for a nursing home, no pun intended, and an active daycare career. Both of these features have been highly requested and would add to those life states immensely. To build on the idea of a nursing home, it would be interesting to actually see a world or neighborhood within a world be sort of like a retirement community that specifically catered to elders. Elders have been getting the short straw over the years. They've been overlooked again and again. There should be more content targeted towards elders. Bingo night, scrapbooking using in-game screenshots or game-generated sim photos, senior mixers or speed dating events, retirement parties, grandparent appreciation day are all the tip of the iceberg. I love the idea of giving elders a wisdom skill, which doesn't just improve the elder skill set, but also helps the younger Sims improve their emotional control or social skills. We've never seen a skill that impacts 2 Sims in 2 different ways before. That would be fun to explore. I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of active careers, and I would absolutely love to see more of them introduced in The Sims 4. Active careers add so much depth and engagement to the game by allowing us to follow our Sims to work and shape their daily activities and immerse ourselves in their professional lives. There are so many possibilities for exciting new active careers. A firefighter career, for instance, would be a thrilling addition, letting Sims respond to emergencies, rescue other Sims, and maintain their equipment back at the station. Imagine the adrenaline rush of navigating burning buildings or working as part of the team to save the day. Although, knowing EA, that would probably be super buggy. A daycare career would bring a unique, heartwarming dynamic to the game. Sims could take care of toddlers and children, manage daily schedules, and even deal with chaotic moments like tantrums or picky eaters. This career would fit perfectly with family-oriented gameplay, especially if combined with expansions like Growing Together. An active teacher career would be another incredible addition, bonus points if it integrates with a high school from high school years. Imagine stepping into your Sims' shoes as they teach lessons, grade assignments, mentor students, and even chaperone school events like prom or career day. It would provide a rich and detailed way to explore the education system while also building meaningful relationships with teen and child Sims. And how amazing would a sports career with actual gameplay be? Picture Sims joining teams, competing in matches, and training to climb the ranks in their chosen sport. Whether it's soccer, basketball, or even track and field, having interactive sports gameplay would add a dynamic, competitive edge to the game. Plus, it could open up new opportunities for Sims to bond with teammates and interact with fans. And honestly, I just want to make Ted Lasso, so there's that. Active careers not only offers new experiences, but it also makes Sims' lives feel more personal and engaging. Expanding the system would give players more control over their Sim stories and provide fresh, interactive ways to experience day-to-day life in the game. Compared to past Sims games, Sims 4 is noticeably lacking in, hobbies and skills available for players to explore. Hobbies are a key part of making Sims feel unique and grounded, and introducing more would not only add to richness to gameplay, but also cater to different playstyles. This year, I'd love to see the addition of diverse and immersive hobbies such as pottery, glass blowing, sculpting, writing graphic novels, making gnomes, sewing, birdwatching, model train building, and learning new musical instruments. Expanding on musical hobbies, it'd be fantastic to see Sims play as part of a band, collaborating with other Sims to create live performances. These activities could bring back the charm that is seen in previous iterations of the franchise, like The Sims 2 Free Time or The Sims 3 Late Night, where hobbies and skills felt deeply integrated into The Sims' identity. Beyond the hobbies themselves, the introduction of dedicated lots for these activities would make them even more engaging. For instance, a farmer's market could be a delightful way for Sims to spend time outside their active lots buying fresh produce and selling handmade goods or participating in local events. Similarly, an art studio lot would be perfect for Sims to engage in creative hobbies like painting, pottery, or sculpting, while interacting with other artistic Sims. Creating hobby-focused lots would also enrich community spaces and expand storytelling opportunities. Imagine Sims hosting art gallery showings of their creations, performing live music at local venues, or selling crafted items at weekend markets. These spaces would foster a sense of community and offer new ways for Sims to connect with one another while exploring their interests. By reintroducing and expanding upon hobbies, Sims 4 could add much needed depth, encouraging players to invest more in their Sims lives and stories. The potential to make these hobbies part of a larger system of creativity, skill building, and community interaction is limitless and incredibly exciting. If we really sat here and brainstormed, I'm sure we could come up with a long list of things that need to be improved within CAS. For the sake of time, I have a few that really need some immediate attention. Starting off with more hair color and eye colors. Come on, my dudes, we need more than this. We need more. It's so painfully obvious that this isn't enough. In addition, the ability to layer items should have been added years ago. I'm talking clothing, skin textures like freckles and moles, tattoos, and of course, the earrings and hearing aids. It's ridiculous that some of these don't and can't layer, and it makes no sense. Finally, players should be able to create custom outfits in this category. Sometimes when I'm rushing, I go in here and I use preset outfits for like every single outfit category. That's why it would be great to see outfits of my own design here. That way it's unique to my game, and I don't have to spend hours in CAS in that very moment. It just makes sense. And also the ability, I just thought of this one, the ability to add outfits to the gallery, and instead of like downloading the entire sim, you can just download the outfit that they're wearing. That is a good idea. They should include that. There are plenty of things that need to be fixed or improved upon in Sims 4, and I think you and I both know that. Two things that pop into my head immediately would be fixing Dine Out and My Wedding Stories. I'm sorry to the devs, y'all, you're not gonna trick me into thinking that My Wedding Stories is fixed. It's not fixed. It's broken. And then of course the trillion bugs that need to be dealt with. There is so much potential for Sims 4 to enhance its gameplay by reintroducing and improving key features that add depth, challenge, and unpredictability to the game. For starters, the addition of negative traits in the reward store would be fantastic for players who enjoy spicier and more challenging gameplay. Traits that could negatively impact Sims would make storytelling even more engaging. And dudes, I've been saying this for so long. Evil Sims are fun. They're fun to play with. You can't change my mind. Talking about evil Sims, another feature I'd love to see is the return of proper burglars. There's something nostalgic and exciting about the tension of hearing that ominous burglar music, rushing to wake up your Sims and calling the police. Burglaries add an element of surprise and risk that kept players on their toes, and bringing this back would bring so much life to the Sims' home security choices and like everyday routines. Speaking of surprises, the game could also benefit from more random events that impact gameplay in unexpected ways. These events wouldn't always need to be like life-altering. Some of them could have a huge impact, while others might be small, humorous, or quirky. The unpredictability of random events keeps gameplay fresh and makes each household story feel unique. Another area that could be improved is the weather system. While the weather in The Sims 4 Seasons is a great addition and it should be base game, it could feel more realistic and impactful. Imagine storms strong enough to knock out the power, or heavy snow trapping Sims indoors. Weather that interacts more meaningfully with Sims' daily lives could make the environment feel immersive and alive, and unexpected sometimes. Finally, I would love to see better NPC behavior and interactions. It would be great if NPCs wandering around in live mode, live mode, acted in ways that felt more natural and responsive. For example, neighbors might stop to chat, or they bring over food and not just the welcome wagon, while Sims in community lots could engage in activities that align with their traits, interests, instead of standing around idly or pointing up at the sky. Improved NPCs would make the world feel more vibrant and dynamic, creating a more immersive experience overall. And I know they've done this several times over the years, but yeah, I think they still need to improve on this, especially after Love Struck. These additions and improvements would go a long way towards making The Sims 4 a richer, more dynamic, and more unpredictable game. One that keeps players engaged and excited to see what might happen next. If you've watched this entire thing, thank you so much. What sort of thing do you hope will be added to or fixed in The Sims 4 in 2025? Let's chat about our hopes and dreams for Life Sims again soon, okay? Until next time, stay happy, healthy, and hydrated. Bye!